It is absolutely unbelievable how bad this game is. Rastan Saga 2 for the Genesis looks like a game on the Atari, even though it's a 16-bit game. No, not even that. That's a compliment. It looks like a game on a Tiger handheld. You know what? Saying this game has the graphics of a Tiger handheld is also a compliment to this game and an insult to Tiger handheld games. Because the graphics in this game are more like the graphics on a flashing billboard advertisement. Like one of those neon signs. Live girls, live nudes, live shit game. The Rastania was a sacred place in which the temple's skyscraper soared into the sky. It was said that whoever conquered the skyscraper would rule the Rastania. What the fuck? Who wrote this? Jesus, it's like the 90s version of the Flyland Wars. Flyland Wars Episode 20, Choppy 16-bit Conan. I could safely say the story definitely deserves the gameplay. And it's not just bad graphics, it's also a very choppy game. Very poor hit detection. Just ugly in general in every single way. This game is like the Lena Dunham of video games. Ugly on the inside and the outside. So wait, I hit the skeleton that's much shorter than the snake creature, but I didn't hit the snake creature? How does that make any sense? There are two good things going for this game, which takes it out of the running for the absolute worst game ever made. These two things are a really nice variety of enemies, and also a pretty good variety of weapons. Like you can switch your weapons to Wolverine-type claws, or a big broadsword, or a sword and shield. It's cool that they mix this up. But again, it's good aspects of an awful game. It's like, here's a cupcake for your birthday. Oops, I forgot to add sugar frosting and I accidentally dropped it in the toilet while you were away. But enjoy anyway, it's a cupcake, right? It's like you have all the great mechanics for a game, a lot of cool enemy variation, cool weapons, but you do nothing with it. It's like getting Scarlett Johansson to come back to your hotel room with you and then playing fucking Pictionary all night. Scarlett Johansson, you sunk my battleship! Like, I have to get back to the set of the Avengers 4. Wouldn't you like to do something else with me? I also have a board game of Monopoly. I have a lot of board games. You want to play Rastan Saga 2 to pass the time? The strategy in this game, if I could even use the term strategy, doesn't exist. It's literally swinging for the fences. Some bosses have a strategy of just moving out of the way a little bit and then hitting the boss. Other bosses have a strategy of literally just spamming an attack and standing there, and there's nothing else you do. It is so incredibly stupid. Why even have a boss fight if there's no strategy? That's the whole point of a boss fight, to test your skills in a chess-like game of combat. If you just want a constant spam of pointless movements, forget making video games, make yourself an exercise machine. Billy Blanks and Chuck Norris present Rastan Saga 2, the revolutionary new machine that will tighten your abs and make you lose your voice from screaming in frustration. The hell is this? Look how many times I have to hit this, what, salamander lizard? It takes a couple of hits to kill a giant snake monster soldier. It takes 1 or 2 hits to take out a skeletal warrior. But to take out a slightly overgrown, overweight lizard? You can't even kill it. It's invincible. The slow, worthless, fat lizards in this game are indestructible, and the skeleton warrior hordes are basically like stepping on an ant. Aside from just running forward, carelessly swinging your weapon, hoping not to get hit by the barrage of unrelenting, ugly, jerky enemies, you can also block things that are falling on top of you by raising your shield over your head. The thing is, a lot of the times when you're blocking things that are directly coming from the top, there are also things coming from the top left and top right. So literally, You're blocking one thing and getting hit by two things. You might as well just walk faster and ignoring the blocking altogether. The game is also stupid hard, not just because of how jerky and stiff and unresponsive your character is, but also the fact that your character is huge on the screen and so are all the enemies and all the things trying to hit you. Like at one point I realized watching your step and trying to be calculated as you move forward got me hit just as much as just plowing through, just continually pressing forward and not avoiding anything. It's like if in Metal Gear, sneaking around trying to take out enemies one by one, finding secret passages, finding secret weapons, got you killed just as much as just plowing through the beginning of the game all the way up until a boss just indiscriminately shooting everything you see. Literally, what is the point of a game if there's not going to be any kind of comprehensive strategy? Is this supposed to be a wasting time simulator? If this was the first ever ironically made comedy simulator, I stand up and give this game a salute. Rastan Saga 2 gets an official stanburdman rating of shitting the bed out of 10. Don't forget to please subscribe so that you can watch my awful game reviews as soon as they are released. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.